And I said, I've only met maybe like 3 people in my life that can do it, but because they can do it, they always seem to bring it up. Full fist in the mouth.
Faye, I feel
like
you
this,
can accept
like
this
that,
challenge.
like full on fist. Like, Carrie can get closer than I can.
I can get all of it, but this one. I can get all of these.
I've never actually tried to do that.
Well,
I have an idea, which is why I was measuring today. I was like,
Yeah, that's
I do the like spinning technique. Where you like you take a cheeseburger and you go, and like it just kind of like smushes in your mouth.
My brother would
My
talk.
fist can't do that.
My brother would taco the cheeseburger and just fold it into a thicker cheeseburger, but it is like more cylindrical and longer rather than big round. And
I see. Longer and cylindrical.
all the techniques.
It's not
I
like
mean,
a hot dog contest trick where like dip it in water and keep going.
Oh my god, that sounds
Well, I mean, you also could just chew. And that's like also like another option for how to eat. Is that you could just like chew it.
But if you could like put a
Bite
cheeseburger on top of your head and then like
Yeah.
act like that, catch it in your mouth.
That would be,
Yeah.
yes.
That's what I'm saying.
100%, yeah,
There's
for
a neat
sure.
trick to it.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yep.
I feel this still falls under the category of just because you can, should you?
Always.
Okay. This is why you're in voice acting and not science.
Actually.
Sorry. Actually, there's a point to it.
And to be fair, there's a lot of physics involved in the things we're talking about, so.
For sure.
It's a crossover.
Okay.
Science.
Science.
Science, guys.
Science, guys.
You guys, science
Really,
is awesome.
science.
Torque is involved in turning.
Torque.
Yeah.
How much torque?
It's my favorite dwarf.
Is it more in the hands or in the wrist?
Welcome to the voice acting.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Senpai Chit Chat. I am your host Yuki, and
You're so patient with us.
well, of course, I have to be. This is my
I
job.
want to murder you all afterwards. Inside.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been here in previous days, you'll know that we have our wonderful talents here who have been gracing us with their presence. To my immediate right, previously Mike McFarland, then turned Faye, but now Carrie Keranen here. Yes.
Wow.
I like my transitions.
Yeah, that's it.
Again,
Yeah.
all impressive. You guys
Yeah.
look fantastic.
Mhm.
So,
You're sitting in a bad chair.
I am.
You went from Faye to me to you.
Oof. The cocoon and chrysalis process did not work right.
that whole breaking down into absolute goo and then coming back as a slightly.
Someone came by the cocoon and sprayed it with some rain or something.
Faye. I feel like I was like, yes, like that's, like woo. And I started out as me and ended up as Faye over there.
Yeah, the before and after process just got switched somehow.
Yeah.
Aw,
This
I'm
is
the before picture.
again science, evolution, guys. That's how it goes. We don't all get top A in the evolution, so.
That's how there's a food chain. That's how it works.
That'd be an interesting question to ask. Where do you guys see yourself in the food chain?
What's up, people?
Hi, good morning. You've missed nothing.
morning.
Honestly, we've been talking about like how to put your fist in your mouth and
Science.
science. Yeah.
Science.
You barely started.
The panel equivalent of treading water.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, sit down and get comfy. Again, once again, we have Carrie Keranen next to me right here. She, like everyone else, has a slew of accreditations. Some of her, I feel, more mentionable ones that a lot of people might know from this convention space is probably, she does the Twins of Persona 5, which is what you said is actually one of the more challenging roles you've done. That's pretty interesting.
Correct.
Yeah. She has also done a lot of work for Neon Genesis Evangelion, or she will be, I guess. Right?
Pardon?
You're
Sorry, I was talking to Mike. I know my credits. I wasn't paying attention. Are you talking about Ava? It's out.
Yeah.
It's out.
Yeah,
right.
It launched on Friday.
Yeah.
All right. Then.
And welcome to the Ava family.
I know, yay! Ava
She did
nice.
everything.
Huh?
She did everything.
I did.
Everything.
Yeah.
I did. I did.
She's Misato. She
Are you-
wrote
do
some
you
of
have
it.
that, like-
She directed it all.
We were talking about that. I worked on the Rebuild
Yes.
movies.
So we were talking about, we were like sharing like Ava directing stories.
Yeah.
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 I did
I've
1.1.
So now you have to
1.2,
direct
3.3.
Ava.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's your
That's like
turn
your
now.
fate
my
now.
destiny.
It's your destiny
Exactly.
now.
Because of this panel, it now must be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, right next to, again, Carrie Keranen, we have wonderful Mike McFarland. There we go. Okay. He's done such voices as Yajirobe from DBZ, Lieutenant Gene Havoc, and also Buggy the Clown from One Piece. He also has a fantastic slew of accreditations to his name as well that I could take up the entire panel with all of their previous roles that they've done. Because
But that's boring, so let's move on.
exactly.
That's why there's the internet.
That is, the internet is very
that's really not why
helpful.
you're here.
And if it's Sunday and you don't know who we are by now, why are you in this room?
This is still something
Sauna was hot,
first
so
day.
just resting in the air conditioner.
Yeah, which is fair. That's fair. That's fair.
And next to Mike McFarland, we have Faye Mata over here. Faye Mata comes from more of a video game background from what I know, and she's done voices for Lulu from League of Legends, that's one of the big ones, and also Aqua from Konosuba. Also done more video games like Nico, I believe, from Dead or Alive. And then...
Through our recording, we always sing that.
Go breathe heavy! There we go. Guys, I think I found the panel for the rest of it. It's cool. I get to go home.
My director got sick of me singing that.
But how do I not?
Almost.
Yeah, because it triggers. It triggers. Yes.
Yeah, it's like...
Also, I heard that you like crushed everybody at Smash yesterday. Like, I was legit standing outside Starbucks and someone was like, "Hey, Mata's not human," and I was like talking to someone. I was like, "Ooh."
Go
And they were like, and
on.
his friend was like, "What?" He's like, "Hey, Mata's not human. She's like 30 people. She's like crushed them all so far. Nobody's even come close." And I was like, "My girl, that's my girl."
So
It was lots of fun.
what was your record yesterday?
So I played 35 games, 33 people. So I lost 2.
Two games?
Yeah.
Lost 2 games out of 35.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get good, guys.
I think that's still an A. I think that's what
Yeah, I
counts as an
see
A.
it. Yeah.
That's an A grade, definitely.
That's a gold star grade.
And they won a signed Aqua plushie. Well, one did, the first person. And then the second person got Nature's Beauty fans.
So nice. Did were there any sore losers yesterday?
There was like one person that really didn't want to take a picture with me. They got up and like, and I was like, "Oh, did you?" No, it's okay.
Well, maybe they don't like pictures.
Yeah. And only if they wanted, if I had permission, then I was like,
Oh, okay. Well,
You
congratulations.
didn't like ask someone to like chase him down, tackle him, and like while they're being held down the floor, you were like,
Take a picture!
"Smile for the camera!"
No, it's my soul!
I tried that at the last con, it didn't go well.
Well, we're glad you're here. Glad you can make it back. She just
Get away!
at her house. She has just like a wall of those pictures.
Oh, like, okay.
Her and her bookshelf.
Good. Red magic marker.
The crossed off list. Yes.
Smile gets bigger with each X.
Dead by Daylight, but a photo edition.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in Senpai Chit Chat, we will go ahead and start with some questions that I will be posing to our lovely talents here. One of the things that I thought of that would be more of an interesting one, and we'll go again on the whole idea of you don't know, or the whole originality thing. If you want to go ahead and judge me, that's fine. It happens. But I would like to say, actually, could each of you pick a different VA that you're sitting next to? Maybe, I don't know, just maybe one to your right. And could you guess? Yeah, that one. Oh, just circle around, it's fine.
I don't know how to work my last
Science.
name, yeah.
Could you, in fact, tell us what you think their spirit animal is?
Mike, don't hate me.
It's okay. I'm sure you're right. Is it a sloth?
It is. It's a sloth. It's a sloth. Because like you're just like so you're just like hanging there. You know what I mean? Like
That's fun.
Mike's like the most like chill dude.
It's great.
He's just like just chilling right here. Just gonna hang out. Just like I'm good. I'm cool.
And we were talking before we even got in here, I'm like, my favorite position to sit in is like sleep, almost sleep position. Like this is
I love that I said don't hate me and you were like a sloth.
sloth?
And I was like, yes, you do. Okay, good. We're still friends. But I will say sloths are adorable.
They are.
They are.
And the sloth part of what was that? Zootopia? Was it they were working at the
Oh, yeah.
the DMV?
DMV.
That's
Yeah. Super good.
I have one for Carrie.
Okay.
cool.
Carrie's a dolphin.
I'm a dolphin.
Yeah.
Oh, can you explain why?
Dolphins are really fun, and they're incredibly intelligent, really fast learners. And yeah, I mean,
They
it's
make
so
that-
fun and so cool.
And there's like adorable.
They're adorable.
Yeah.
They're adorable.
Yeah.
I would be best friends with a dolphin.
They also assault sharks.
They also assault sharks.
Yeah. Screw
As
sharks.
Carrie Keranen has been known to do.
Screw those sharks.
So,
I ain't hitting you, shark. Come here with your fins.
right in the gills.
I'm a jumbo.
She asserts her dominance and crushes sharks.
that is a wonderful, wonderful tagline. Hashtag crush. Oh my god. Alright, well.
Let's see. Let's see. For the 2 days that I've known you.
Plus the cheeseburger event.
the cheeseburger.
That shed a lot of light on this, I'm sure.
I'm gonna say cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason being, cats have lots of personality. Each cat is its own being. So even if you say my spirit animal is a cat, it's like, well, which million cat is your spirit animal? Because this one's like this, and this one's like this, and this one's like this. Yeah. And you know, they can be friendly. They can decide where they want their own personal space, and they will let you be very aware of that, of what they are comfortable and not comfortable with. And they also don't want things on top of the table.
I feel like that was a good choice.
Was cat okay?
Yeah, that's great.
Cat's not offensive?
It's not.
It's not like sloth?
I mean, she called you cute.
Right, and I like sloth. Sloth is great.
Sloths are great. Yeah. Rest of the panel, everyone. Hold on. We're just gonna wait for Mike to answer that one question.
There was at the Dallas Aquarium, there are a lot of, not just fish and sea animals and stuff, there's lots of other wildlife as well. And they had a sloth there. I was like, oh cool, I love sloths. They're so neat. And it was like, we're gonna bring out this sloth, and it has this little thing that it can play on, and if you wait around a while, it can make it from this thing over to this thing. I'm like, oh, that would be cool to watch, because I like watching them move. And I think after 10 or 15 minutes, I'm like, nah, it's not worth it. I get the idea, and I don't want to be here like until they close, watching it go. All right, I get it. That's good. Yay, sloth.
Wait, what's Yuki's?
Oh.
Oh.
Well, see, this is, you can collaborate on this one, obviously.
Whisper, whisper, whisper. Yeah, that's a nice. Chimera thing.
Please don't make me a shark that Carrie's gonna get.
Our final answer is a turtle panda.
Turtle
Yeah,
panda.
it's a nice
Turtle panda.
Yeah, it's a nice chimera.
Like a turtle panda.
I got a soft cuddly panda. You bring the party with you wherever you go.
Pardon?
Comfortable with yourself.
I also have a very nice, fluffy panda
Yeah,
shell
kinda
to go
cozy,
inside of
adorable
if I do feel
Yeah,
endangered.
yeah.
Now, since I know that there are a lot of chimera type mixed animal Pokemon, is there already a turtle panda?
No.
And if not, what are we going to call the turtle panda Pokemon? What's it called? It's got to be a
Who
play
wants to
on its
name
name.
it? Raise your hand.
Turtle dragon, turkey.
Turtle. There is a turtle.
It's also Did you say turtle?
Turtle? Turtle's cute.
Or tanda?
The pandurtle.
Pandurtle?
Pandurtle.
Pandurtle? I like
A
pandurtle.
Pandurtle can be what it evolves into.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
oh,
the
yeah.
bigger
So what
one.
does it start as?
So
So
the turtle.
it's a turtle that goes into a pandurtle, which
Which
then becomes a turda. A turda?
Turtle.
Why not call it tundra?
We'll call it
Tundra.
Tundra.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like the.
Like the tundra?
Like terrain.
Like the
yeah,
terrain.
like terrain.
And then if by tundra, then it'd be an ice type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. We're making Pokemon in this game.
Yeah, no. Do all of you have a knowledge of Pokemon at some level?
I do,
My
I do,
knowledge
I do,
is
I do.
recent.
My knowledge is recent.
I have only maybe like the past 2 years of knowledge of someone like showing me, hey, there's this. I'm like, that's neat. I'll try to store that. I'll do my best.
I'll do my best to store that information because I love you and
Love you.
that you love that information. So now
Yeah.
that information belongs to me.
I'm obsessed. I bred them and I IV trained them, and then I would fight all the Pokemon so that I could get effort values, and then I made them very strong. And I would breed also for their special abilities. And my favorite one is Alola Ninetales.
A lower Ninetales. She's got a whole team, I'm sure.
So Akiyuki, so what would they be if they were all Pokemon?
Oh man,
Are you
I would have to know.
asking?
I feel like that's like a very similar question to the last question.
Sure.
Like we're still,
Spirit animal.
we're
What's your
spending a lot of time on animals and spirit animals.
I mean,
Which is fine.
That's okay.
That's fine.
Faye's like, yeah, we're cool with that. Are you guys looking at Pokemon?
No.
No, we're like, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
We're looking at a situation.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, she's great.
Okay. Well, I hope everything is actually okay. However, her maniacal laughter says otherwise.
Moving on, moving on.
Like an evil doll.
So, being that you guys have been at con for, 3 days now, you've been seeing, I'm assuming, a lot of wonderful cosplays. Do you guys, in fact, cosplay? And if or would you have a dream cosplay, aka no expenses, all done perfectly? Would you have a dream cosplay that you would like to do?
I talked about like characters that I have voiced that I would cosplay. First off, I've never cosplayed just because that requires like skill and being able to put an outfit together, and I barely do that with regular clothing. But if someone else, I would have to commission it, and I would commission someone to make Kane from Trinity Blood because all of the Trinity Blood outfits are like beautiful. And then if it was like, if I'm going for also not practical at all, I would love for someone to make me a Jean Kirstein outfit with functioning ODM gear and paring blades.
There you go. Yeah,
Because that would be fun.
of course.
Yeah, I did it. A big kid now.
Yeah.
Well, I cosplayed Satsuki at AX 2 years ago for our last panel.
Oh.
Yeah, but yeah. But I did her transformed version, but I did like a PG version of her transformed version because I was like not gonna walk around AX with my like butt hanging out. Like, there's just no way that was happening. Also, my producer was like worried. She's like, what if you get thrown out and you can't go to the panel? I was like, don't worry, I'm gonna make it PG-13. It's okay. But she didn't think I was gonna do it, and I showed up with like a bag and like Junket's was like sticking out, like the points were sticking out, and Patrick Seitz like texted me, he's like, did I just drive by you carrying Junket's? And I was like, yes. So I showed up backstage, I started changing, they were like, is this real? And I was like, yeah. So, well, because the original voice actress, she dressed up in the schoolgirl uniform and did the Pigs in Human Clothing speech. So I had to do the transformation version.
Did you do the speech?
I didn't do that speech. I did a different speech.
Okay.
I did a different speech. So yeah, I did that.
Is there a place?
I just loved having the wig, honestly, like having really, really long hair. Like I loved that. That was super fun. It was also super fun that I was just people were just taking pictures of me dressed as Satsuki, but like didn't know I was Satsuki inside of it, which was like really fun for us.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, now we're gonna have to go.
But I have no skill. To be fair, to be clear, like I hired a costume designer that I knew and she put together the base outfit, and then another woman did the junkets. Yeah.
Cool. So would you qualify that as like one of the cosplays you really want to do? If that was like, again, just the dream cosplay.
What do you mean? If I would, I did it.
Well, I mean,
what is happening right now? Crazy? I did it already. What do you mean I would do? I did it.
I was talking like, even if there was
It
something,
happened. There's pictures.
something very out there, like you want a full-size freaking Gundam.
Oh, that would be cool.
See?
You stole mine!
Oh. But which one?
Oh no, don't judge me.
I'm not gonna judge you.
Wing Zero.
Which one?
Wing Zero.
Wing Zero. Ooh, that's a good choice, actually.
I just want to be like, and there's like a whole beam sword too.
Yeah. For my Gundam choice, I'd be a Scrub. I'm going with Red Frame. I'm not sure how to take that reaction.
I would totally do like Umi Ryuzaki from Magic Knight's Rare.
No, that'd be another one. That's a good one.
But she's all like crazy with a bunch of gems and like lots of scarves and cape stuff. I don't know how people do it though. How do you even walk around? Like I would want to wear it for like a photo shoot and then take it off.
With patience, as well as a strong willpower, to make sure you don't kill people as you're walking around in some of these bigger costumes. But the other thing too
I'm
is
so impressed by this.
you also have to have a giant disregard for your personal health when you step outside in a place like Tucson, dressed in full cosplay, and you're just like, this is fine. Yeah.
I've made a Vaporeon cosplay before.
Really?
It's embarrassing.
So is that like not Instagram then?
No. It's like a teenager, and it's like a Jinka cosplay, but it was like a bathing suit pretty much because she's a water Pokemon.
All right, then.
Moving on.
Well, guys, you can use your imagination. Because she's never going to relinquish those pictures.
Well, they're online somewhere.
Start digging!
I see some like people are just like,
With her feet. That's in her feet.
You'll never find it though.
she's.
Anyway.
It's on DeviantArt.
What was that?
It's on DeviantArt.
Well, there you go, guys. He's giving you a lead.
You'll never find it. It's right there.
You'll never find it. Somehow we get a projector and just like. Really?
Yeah.
They just like surprise project you with like a slideshow?
No, there's just always a projector, and then someone controls it, and then puts up pictures, depending on what people are talking about.
Alright,
Let's
well,
try to see. I don't think one can drop out from anything that's in this room.
Nope.
There's no room.
quickly press the button. Comes out of the stage. Alright.
The ceiling flips over, the chandelier's replaced with their slowly flowing.
That would do it.
Yeah, Batman level of stuff. Like, switch everything around.
This room is also a transformer.
Spirit animal is Batman.
Panel room in disguise.
A sloth in a Batman costume.
Yeah.
We'll take care of no business at all.
Fantastic. Alright.
reaching for his boomerang.
Or water?
No.
You thirsty, Mike? I think he's thirsty. All right. Oh my goodness. Well, I am about at the halfway mark, so what I am going to do is... What?
This is going great, guys. We're halfway through it.
I made it. I made it. It's Sunday.
Full circle to Bon Jovi.
It's true.
I'll make it, I swear.
You guys just want to do a group sing along, I'm cool with that too.
Yeah, karaoke time. Where's the street?
Full circle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to relinquish the questions to the floor. Does anybody actually happen to have any questions that they would like to ask any of our voice actors here?
Carrie, how did you make a PG-13 Satsuki?
That's a good question, actually.
She in a trench coat?
It was a little more and a little more, and these stayed inside, and then it was like a nicely like a bikini bottom that was like covered my butt with like and like the little ruffles were a little bit longer and we just kept the stuff inside. We kept all the curves covered. We kept all the curves covered.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say.
Okay.
Yes. Also, who knows how often they clean the chairs in those places? I just didn't want to be like bare button it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone else have another question, perhaps? Oh, really? Oh.
Bennett,
You know my name.
you told me
Yes.
your name.
You remember.
I did.
Impressive.
But you're like, you know my name, as if like I've been hunting you. I was like, you introduced yourself to me. That's how names work. Yes, Bennett.
Okay. Do you play video games, and if so, what are some of your favorites?
Faye. Do you play video
That's for
games?
Carrie, isn't it?
Oh, is this specific for
No,
Carrie?
I
I think it's for everybody.
I mean, he was making eye contact with me, but I think
Yeah.
it was everyone.
Well, you
Yeah.
said my name.
I did say your name. I know.
I think that's
Wow,
really the
I'm
mind-blowing
going to
portion
pretend
of
not
this
to know
parade.
anyone else in this room because apparently that was very confusing for people. I'm terrible at video games, but I also haven't had a console in ages. But the last video game that I loved and played a lot was Spyro the Dragon. Who I love.
But Carrie's also amazing at board games.
I'm a board gamer. I'm much more of a board gamer than a video gamer.
You've been here every
Yeah.
night playing with people. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm also just terrible at video games. At work, they used to play Mario Kart on lunch, and now they play Smash. But like, I don't even bother. I don't know. I also don't know. I don't know how it's not stressful. Like, it's stressful for me. I don't understand how it's like relaxing for other people. Like, it's
Play
very,
video games?
Yes, it's very stressful. It's very stressful.
Yeah, I'm stressed.
Yeah.
I get stressed too much with video games.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, God. And I don't know if I'm pushing too hard. My thumb hurts a lot afterwards.
I will train you.
Yeah. And the only reason I was good at Spyro is because I was dating a guy at the time, and he had a console, and I loved Spyro, so I would play it a lot at his place. So I think I need either like a really good friend that all we do is, or I need to date again. I need to not be single.
Well, they re-released Spyro about 6 months ago.
Did they?
A new Spyro and a new romance. I see it future.
I'll put up a dating profile that's like must love Spyro. It just says that.
Spyro or a bust.
Actually, in mine, it's like, if you want to smash, you gotta know what to expect.
You want to smash? What?
No, it's actually, okay, have you heard of the restaurant Din Tai Fung?
Yeah. Oh my god, I love that place.
Yeah, so it's DTF, right?
Yes.
My profile says, if you tell me that you want to smash or that you're DTF, I'm going to assume you mean you want to play Super Smash Bros. With me and go to Din Tai Fung.
Yes. That's a big
Beautiful.
Yes. It is.
I actually had a very successful date a while back with he was like, hey, I just got this Mario Kart. My friend gave it to me and I haven't played it ever. You wanna play Mario Kart? I was like, yes. We played.
Shook hands. Thank you for all the cards.
I'm like, thank you so much.
That was a fantastic date. Thank you.
I appreciated it. Good race. Good race, sir. Good race, sir. I shall retire to my own home for the night.
They believe you, believe you.
I was gonna make a joke.
As
But
far as
legit, those dumplings are amazing. If you're ever in LA,
DTF.
DTF, man.
DTF.
When you're in LA,
I will
DTF.
crush 2 orders of the veggie dumplings and I will hate myself. But it's 10 minutes. I'm they're in, they're gone,
so
they're done.
good.
They're so good.
They're
Where is it?
Well, there's one at the Americana brand, and
Okay.
then there's the original one is I don't know
There's one in
where.
Seattle.
Oh, there's one in Seattle?
Yeah, they're all over.
Yeah, they're sort of expanding, but if you ever have one that opens, it's amazing. So the dumplings, yeah. Anyway,
DTF.
DTF.
Oh, video games.
I'm terrible at them. And I also, like you, I didn't have a console for a long time as far as a gaming console. I had a PS3, which is not a gaming console for me because that's the thing that has the Netflix and the HBO in it. And it plays my Blu-rays.
You're not wrong. Literally, my PS4 is most used for that.
I just bought a PS4 like a month ago because, not a month ago, a couple months back, whatever, when HBO's like, hey, very last season of Game of Thrones is coming on. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna turn on my PS3, blow the dust off of it, push the HBO Now app, and make sure that it's up to date. And it's like, hey, we have an update for you. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me go ahead and get all this now before the show's on. And it did an update for 15 to 20 minutes, and then it cut off and cut back on. And then I pushed the HBO Now, and it's like, this is no longer supported on PS3. That's the update. And it even did the laugh like that, with the double middle fingers and everything. Yeah.
Asterisk, got him.
So it was Roku or whatever else. I'm like, well, I got stuff that I'm in that's only on the PS4 format, and I can write this thing off, and I don't have one, so I'm just going to buy a PS4. And that's what happened. So now I have a console, and newer gaming consoles, PS2 is probably the thing that I played the most. But now there's something for every finger and thumb on these newer controllers. I can't do that without it slipping out of my hand. So I'm the idiot that plays like this.
Where it's facing up.
Because if I don't do that, it'll just fall right out of my hands. If I try to be casual about it and hold it like it's a flight controller, it'll just slide up the front. Because I'll be like, push the triggers and fell down. With those noises. Those noises will be included with the activity of it falling.
You have a special controller then.
Yeah, so I have to hold it up like this.
It makes you look evil.
Yeah. Or
Well, if I could just move it higher, then I'm an ant.
I'm carefully calculating a game playing hand.
Like a Lulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grasshopper.
You're a lot of animals.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm all the animals.
A sloth.
He's a
crab.
shapeshifter.
All right, well.
What was the question? Do I play video games?
What's your favorite?
What's my favorite?
Your favorite.
My favorite video game. I'm gonna say Ultimate for now. Smash Bros. Ultimate is my favorite. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I mean,
What do you think
literally.
about the Banjo-Kazooie reveal?
Hype. Wait, I posted a video of my impression of Banjo-Kazooie, and it was a Banjo cosplayer. She was a really cute girl with bear ears, and it's just her posing like this, and then I pop up behind her and I'm that's my Kazooie impression.
Accurate.
Banjo-Kazooie, but Banjo's like a bear, and then Kazooie is a bird that pops out of his backpack. Yeah.
Do you have a character you probably want to have included in Smash? Yeah, what's your top choice for that?
I still want Gino. I love Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. It's a great game.
It's a good one. It's an old classic. All right. Cool. Well, they didn't quite have to the favorite game part, but
I did.
Yeah.
I said Spyro the Dragon.
oh, Spyro,
You're
yeah.
not listening to anything I say today. Every time I answer a question, he's like, well, you didn't answer that. I'm like, I literally just said Spyro the Dragon.
I didn't answer it.
He didn't answer.
Yeah, it's my bad.
Sorry.
No, his favorite game is HBO.
HBO.
He did answer.
Yeah.
He did answer.
Obviously, yeah. My mistake. Obviously, he even went out and bought a PS4 to play his favorite game.
Right.
The latest version of the game.
Exactly. Downloaded all the DLC. All right. Well, does anybody have another question that they'd like to ask?
Any chance I can rematch you?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll play later.
Oh.
I'm gonna enter the tournament.
Is there a tournament going on today?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
She's like,
Earn your spot.
yeah, you can play me. Play me in the tournament. I'll be the one that crushes you.
He's one person that played Robin, I almost beat her.
Oh, he's very good. He's very, very good.
Ah,
It could have gone
almost.
either way.
Almost still sounds like not.
it is. Yeah. Second place is the first loser.
Almost is what people who lose say. I was kidding. I was kidding.
Saying all this in front of my sister who likes to make fun of me when I lose.
No, but
That's like what sisters do.
But I mean, like that's the proper position of a sibling.
no, but I remember you. Your spacing is incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah, really good dodges. I'm looking out for you
I still
now.
laugh about that one pause with the forward smash. It's like, she's not going for it. What am I doing?
Technical.
Good times.
Good times. Video games bring
I
people
was like,
together.
Good times, guys.
Yes, question, yes.
Oh.
What was it like voicing Princess Malty?
We got this yesterday.
And we're back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine.
No, it's
No, it's fine. It's a good question. It was very difficult for me, but also, well, I try to take all my characters seriously, and take any part of myself and put that into the performance. And Malty is a very detestable human being, and I'm like, what do I hate about myself? How do I be really awful? I don't know. It was hard because I morally didn't agree with her choices in the series, and it's something I feel strongly about. So yeah, I try not to spoil anything. But Malty was difficult. Probably the toughest character I've ever voiced. I think I did say that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the toughest.
Plenty of choices. In the back.
You remember my name? Michael, nickname Red Comic? Anyway, this is an anime fan question. Who's your waifu or husbando?
I didn't hear the end of it. What?
Mike already answered. There wasn't ReZero girls. The question was, who's your waifu or husbando?
I just went with best girl because I don't have a wife or a husband.
Oh, okay,
I just went
sorry.
with a girl that I thought was like best girl. No one should ever hurt her or hurt her feelings.
Yeah. Attack.
Ren and ReZero.
Ren and ReZero.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She's great.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I don't really think about characters that way.
It's also like the protector no one should ever be mean to, because that's what I want.
Okay, a protector that no one should ever be mean to. Christine Marie Cabanos. I don't think about the characters that way.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Astolfo is my waifu and husbando.
Oh, God. Oh,
Hey,
goodness.
Bell Dandy Chrome, I got it. That one mine.
Oh, she's a great one. Nice.
Classic. All right.
And the name, she's Dandy.
She is, Dan.
And a bell.
Her name.
Who are some of your favorite voice actors or actors from other industries?
Other industries?
Like stage or film?
Oh, like
Oh.
stage and film actors
Oh,
that have also been a voice actor.
Oh, no, just favorite actors, period.
Yeah.
Just actors, period.
Oh.
Favorite actors.
Hugh Jackman.
I'm the best there is at what I do.
I love him.
He's so short.
How tall is he? Meryl Streep?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
She's wonderful in everything. Michael Fassbender is also
Fassbender.
good in everything.
Yeah, I would have to go with probably I would say like Kate Blanchett, and I am weirdly just obsessed with
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I cannot, this man, he's so good in everything. He's awesome. He's awesome. And I also like, he's like a good person, and like he's close with his dad, and he's just great. I love him. He's my favorite. And he plays games.
Smells like he's cooking.
Huh?
And everyone smells what he's cooking. Yeah, the throwback.
That's a throwback.
Have you seen his like Throwback Thursday thing where he had like the fanny pack and like the turtleneck and stuff? No? That was like one of his big things. Like he did a Throwback Thursday where he posted a picture of him back in like high school, and he was wearing this black turtleneck and like a fanny pack. And then he went on a talk show, I think, with like Letterman or something, and he was wearing that same exact outfit because it was the Throwback Thursday episode, and like it was like not much has changed except his hair.
He's just
crazy.
he's so good natured. You know what I mean? And like he's very I love his entrepreneurship, and I love how much like creative control he takes, and how he's always exploring things, and he has a really great relationship with his fan base, and I just love him.
He's best boy.
Maybe he is my best boy.
He's best boy.
Okay, my new answer for the last question is Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Okay. Two-parter.
This one's for Carrie specifically.
Yeah, oh god. Yes.
I don't know if you remember, but I'm that crazy Mako cosplayer who kind of bothers you at every convention.
Bother is a strong word, but hello.
Could you please pop out from under the table again and scream?
Is there a context?
You're gonna have to explain this. Okay, so I don't remember which convention it was, but okay, and I got there early, and we were all just like hanging out in the room before, and it was like a Kill La Kill panel specifically. So David Vincent and Erica Mendez were coming to the panel, and it was Sunday, so we're all like getting ready to like leave, whatever. And it was like a raised stage like this, but like not like this. Like the space underneath it was only this big, right? It was like not a huge stage, right? So, I don't know how it started, but like all of a sudden we're like, haha, wouldn't it be funny if I pretended, well, they weren't there, but I was there, and then wouldn't it be funny if I pretended that I wasn't there when they got there, but there's no like backstage space. So I did something like, I stuffed my suitcase somewhere, and then I was joking about whether I could, oh, that's what it was. I was trying to joke about whether or not I could fit in like the crevice that, like, you know sometimes when they squish two ballrooms together and the wall, could like
where they hide the
I was trying to
doors.
see if I could fit inside the accordion, and we couldn't. And then I was like, haha, wouldn't it be so funny if I hid on them and then jumped out and was like, ah, surprise! And we were like, haha, yeah, that'd be so funny. But like I couldn't fit in the accordion, and then I was like, oh my god, what if I went under the table? And then I was like, okay, they'll look under the table. So then I hid under the platform by the stairs. But like, and the platform was that big. And someone in the room like yeah, like a bridge troll. And then someone in the room like said something to Erica when she got there. And so Erica had come up on stage and looked under the table, thinking I was under this table. But then, I don't know, then something, and then they started to walk around, and then out from under the table, I went, surprise! And David Vincent was like, oh! David like screamed like a girl and was like legit
And David has the deepest voice.
for like 30 seconds. And it was the most awesome thing I've ever done. In my life. And Erica has known me long enough that like David freaked out. Erica was like this. Erica was like it was like barely a blip in her life.
Oh my god.
But I was really proud of that one. That was a good one. No one has that on film. All my awesome moments. No, everyone knew we were doing it, and it nothing. Only people in the room.
They just wanted to live it.
Everyone's two in the moment. We all. That was a good one.
That's why you gotta go to these things, guys.
Good times,
Experience
good
this stuff.
times.
I think it was because they told us to take all the stop the video before the panel started, and so nobody got
Oh yeah, everyone took it out. Yeah. I don't know why I'm obsessed to like see whether or not I fit in tiny spaces. There's a studio. Sometimes they have double doors, and sometimes I'm like, I wonder if I could close one door before I open the other door. I don't know why. But I don't actually like closed. I don't like super closed. I'm not like a. I would never do like. I'm not like a super close. I don't know
Neither
why.
am I, no.
But sometimes I just want to see if I fit in doorways. I don't know.
So we
Like, are you talking like between like the two hotel rooms? How there's like a door on one side that you can like connect?
Something like that, but in studios a lot of times they'll have 2 doors for like sound purposes or whatever.
Mhm.
And so at work I know I can fit between the 2 doors. I can close both doors and fit in between them. And fit in between. I took a picture. They didn't believe me, so I took a picture. I like put my hand and I like took a picture so you could see that both doors are closed. And I'm like,
Did you ever,
I don't know why.
Did you ever see that movie about the cave explorers, Descent?
See, that I would never do. I would never do that because I had the
Yeah.
door handle right there.
Yeah, and then you could do that. I saw The Descent because I was like, I like horror movies. I want to go see this thing. The beginning of the movie to me was much more anxiety and terror-ridden than when the monsters showed up because they're doing this crawl space stuff like miles underground. Like I got a headlamp. Oh, it went out. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm like and then the monsters show up. Like, oh, thank God! Now there's just these creatures in this huge space you can run around. Oh, that's nothing. Just please don't go back in those tiny little crevices and try to crawl again.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. So I don't
That's
because
the
I,
horror.
because I don't like stuff like this. I don't know why I constantly am like, I wonder if I fit in that doorway. I don't know.
Do you do the thing where you try to not step on the cracks too?
I don't step on cracks. Yeah. I'm a little bit of a yeah.
Yes, I do
I
not.
don't. No. It's lava. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. You know when you're
Cracks
a kid,
are lava.
Yeah. Okay.
That's, I think mine stems from the, I don't do that as well, but mine stems from the, like, if you step on a crack, it breaks your mother's back, bad luck kind of thing. Yeah, I think there's like a kid's right about that.
Yeah, there is. I'm not a superstitious person, but I have a lot of weird behavior that I guess other people have because of superstition. But no, I like to step on the
That's fun.
center.
She's fun.
Do you have any superstitions, Faye?
I'm sure I do, but I can't think of any right now.
Same.
Because I feel like the things that like would be like we do that like the things we do to like soothe ourselves or like as ritual or routine or something like we do them so we don't think about them as like a thing. You know what I mean? We don't notice until someone says like, "Do you know you hum jingle bells all the time?" And you're like, "Do you know what I mean? Like you don't notice yourself until someone points it out. And you're like, "Do you realize you did that?"
Yeah, I would have to think about this.
Okay. Well, if you come with the answer, just go ahead and shout it out abruptly. But
Yeah, but they were very good natured about the fact that I scared the crap out of them. And then had to sit on a panel for an hour.
well, one of the things that you did say with the whole like a ritual or a habit that you guys do, is there some sort of like
Segue.
Oh yeah, segue.
It's the segues.
Thank you. Is there in fact some sort of like routine or warm up in your daily work to help you guys get ready for doing your voice acting? Like, is there something special? Do you like sip tea? Do you trap yourselves in doorways? Jingle bells.
I have if I'm recording in the morning, I try to have a glass of hot tea or something like that. I haven't been talking very much, and I'm not going to talk to myself in the car as much as some other folks do. I might call my mom or something like that, like, "Hey Mom, I'm about to go record, talk to me for a little bit." Just so I have something besides the nothing. And I also snore when I sleep, so it's all dried out, and I'm a little when I wake up from all night long. So I do have hot tea in that respect. If there's some honey there, I'll put that too because it just tastes good and it also cooks. And then, as I'm sure you guys do as well, you ever use that Ninjong Pokwa stuff?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah, it's like a natural Chinese remedy, cough syrup, medicine stuff. It doesn't fix everything, but I like to equate it like if you have a flat, it'll plug the flat where you can keep going for a little bit longer. It won't just suddenly make you like, no, my throat doesn't hurt. But it's like, I only have to go 20 more minutes. I can use some of that and go 20 more minutes.
A couple things before we go on with it. Okay, so what kind of tea first? I'd like to know that.
My preference of tea is chai or just any sort of in general black tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
White tea's good too. I forgot. White tea with pomegranate is very good.
Oh yeah, that's delicious.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
my second question is, all three of you have this Chinese secret remedy.
Yeah.
What is that? Like, I understand you explained it, but like, is this like something that is like passed around through like the voice acting? And, like,
That's how it was introduced to me. I
Yeah,
worked on a
it's
fighting
either-
game a long time ago, and I was like, oh, and they're like, here, try this. And I'm like, oh, that works pretty well. I'm going to buy some for myself. And I think it just gets passed around. There's an actor who, strangely enough, I've never met, but everyone just keeps bringing him up, Fred Tatasciore.
Oh, Fred.
I've heard he's really nice and everything. He does the Hulk in a lot of games, so all the of the Hulk stuff that he does rips his throat up, and he calls that stuff his Hulk juice. So, like, when you know, and so a lot of other people are like, oh, I need some Hulk juice to do that. And the people that I've met, they just refer to it as Hulk juice instead of the 4 or 5, different names that it has for the one item that it is. Did you find a picture of it, or did you go look for
I
it?
did, yeah.
Okay,
It's called Ninjon Peipakoa.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Which is why Hulk juice is way easier.
Hulk juice
And you
sounds
get
a little
one back
easier.
on Amazon.
Yeah. And a lot of
It
studios
looks
will
like
have some studios will have it, or have like a lozenge version of it.
Yeah.
or- yeah.
Yeah, the studio has one, and then I have my own bottle, and then I have a bottle at home.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
You're really
And
cool.
like a huge, you won't use this for a long size bottle is like $5 or $6. Like it's not super crazy expensive.
But again, just to reiterate that Mike said, that it's not oh, take this and then like just do
It's a
whatever with your
magic cure.
voice. It's
Yeah.
a magic cure or anything. Like you still
It
have
has
to
a
like,
lot of sugar in it.
yeah, it's still like you have to like be healthy for your voice. And
Yeah.
sometimes there's stuff that like the only thing that heals it is time.
Right.
You know, so we try to be really conscientious in like the way that that's like one of the big things we're talking about last negotiation was like, like we have to know whether or not something's going to be vocally stressful and to schedule accordingly. And like, I'm very, very, very conscientious with my cast members in terms of like breaking up, like things and being like, okay, you have these many, let's do a couple today, and we'll get a couple at the end or whatever. Or, if there's a scream early on in the session, be like, flag it, we'll come back to it later. Because once if something does end up irritating your throat or hurting your throat, like it's really only time that's going to make it better.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can do things that will help soothe it along the way, but
Right. Like if you out of nowhere you drop down and do like 200 push-ups or something, and you're not used to doing that, you can't just go like, I'll be all right. I just won't do the push-ups again quite so soon. But I'll start. Some rub. Like that's just gonna hurt for a while, and you have to just wait till the hurt stops.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So there's nothing beats like having like good diaphragm support and like good breathing support and like understanding placement and understanding your like instrument.
And having a director that will help you strategically place out when we're going to do these things.
Yeah. I will say I was at a video game and I did the main character and I was doing some other characters and then we got like this one character that they kept being like, oh, we have this other fun thing, and I was like, cool. And then like she's like, okay, we're done with that one and we're gonna get the last one. She's like, why don't you go get yourself a cup of tea? And I was like, cool. She's like, did you want to go get a cup of tea? And I was like, oh, I guess I should get a cup of tea.
I guess it's tea time.
And I was like, okay, I don't know what this thing is, but I'm gonna get some tea. And I come back in and she's like, okay, so this character is, you don't have any sessions in the morning, do you? I was like,
Oh no.
no, I don't. And I was like, I know. I was like, what is this character going to be? Like, but it turns out it was actually fine because I was able to put it in my soft palate. Yeah. It's always better if you can get it in your palate instead of your throat. Out of context, let's just get out of context.
Just smile at the camera right there.
Okay.
This is a wholesome panel.
It is.
But it is because if you, even like stage acting or whatever, like you have to be careful. If you're doing it, multiple times, like if you have a voice, like you have to. I was doing a character and then they added a song, and I was like, I can't do this character and sing in the character that I like. So we had to like make adjustments because now I had to be able to sing in it, and it was too much. So you have to take care. You have to take care because only time heals it.
Does anyone have any other routine stuff that they add to their regimen before?
I sing Hamilton in the car on the way to the session.
Okay.
I do that too, but I don't know if that's part of my routine. I just like Hamilton.
I mean, I do it enough. That's basically routine.
Okay, do you only do it on the way to sessions or just do it in the car?
I have 2 songs that make me cry from Hamilton. How many are there for you? Or do you cry when you
More
listen
than
to Hamilton?
2.
More than 2. I cry during Dear Theodosia because I think it's beautiful.
Yes,
and then I cry during It's Quiet Uptown.
That one gets me too.
That's rough.
That's one gets me.
Satisfied's great, but I'm like, when I hear that one
Yeah.
rather than like crying.
I finally saw it in person, and like before it even started, like the curtain opened, and I just started bawling because I'm actually gonna watch it right now. It was like that.
I've seen 2 different covers.
That's awesome. Anyway, yeah, that's mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we have time for one more question. I'd like to see if there's an audience member that has one prepared to respond right now. You haven't asked a question yet.
Have you ever cosplayed any of your own characters?
Oh, we kind of actually tried
We
to
kind of
prove
did
it.
this already.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody asked that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they asked a cosplay question, and inside that cosplay question, we answered no, no, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I did Lulu.
Oh, yes, yes, no, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so.
Well, it was borrowed from Vince.
Ah.
Still counts.
No worries.
Alright, and let's see.
So I'm a little curious, how was it for you, Faye, to be Aqua?
I loved being Aqua. Okay, when I play Smash, I make all kinds of noises. Oh, video games in general, I'm like. And it's just, like, that was my audition for Aqua, basically.
This actually sounds like a phone recording of yourself playing Smash.
Yeah, but Aqua's so fun because she's got like a range. She laughs, gets angry, and cries, and is quiet, like throws quiet shade, but also voice acts other characters while she's trying to bait people to join their guild. So just like she's just a fun character to play, like a gift to me as a performer. And then she's my favorite color, so how could I not love her?
As an extension to that, for Mike and Carrie, do you guys have a character that you guys have always thought was just like an absolute treat for you to do? Like you're just like, this is something I absolutely. I mean, I know you have a ton of characters you love, but
Yeah. I think Master Roshi's the most fun for me to do because it doesn't sound anything like me. It's so wacky and cartoony, rather than just like lots of anime. At least for me, it's somewhere near my speaking voice, and it's like a realistic type of setting. So there's only a couple of shows like One Piece and Dragon Ball and stuff like that where it gets to be zany and weird.
Okay.
And so Master Roshi is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love playing the announcer in Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. It was super fun, and like I booked it off Reputation, and then the story editor found out I was recording it, and he had worked on Trails of Cold Steel and knew me as Sarah, and so he like literally rewrote the script for me the night before, knowing it was going to be me doing it, and it was just like it was dope. I had so much fun. I like
Say your favorite line.
crazy fun. I don't have a favorite line. It was like no, it was just like she was just like me, like legit me. I was just like able, like I get told like sometimes like a first take they'll be like. No, dude, bring it back, keep it in the bubble, Carrie, keep it in the bubble. And like this was like the one performance that like I didn't keep anything in the bubble. Like there's no bubble. I got cast to do me as like an announcer, and like I just like to mess with people all the time. Like it was just I had a blast. I was just like it was amazing.
People love
super fun. It was just so fun.
It's just Carrie.
It literally is just like me. Yeah. So.
all right, fantastic. Well, unfortunately, guys, I think we're at our limit for time. I hope you guys had a good time, yes? And the question is extended to you as well. Did you three have a good time?
Totally had a good time. And if you guys have more questions or you happen to have something that you want signed, I think we're signing for the next hour and a half in the hallway here.
And then I have a panel 2 to 3, I think.
All right, signings for about an hour and a half.
And if you bought a commission for me, I have one for you.
Commissions complete.
Complete.
All right, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.